Alright, so it's New Year's Day, and I'm back from my cruise, and basically, I'm starting back at square one from where I was like a few weeks ago. Um, but I enjoyed my cruise, like, I had a good time. They did have a lot of vegan options on the cruise, so I partook in all of them and had a good time. And, yeah, so that was all good, but I think I weighed myself today and I was back up to almost 160. But yeah, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy myself. And I've been thinking about doing like a little bit of an extended fast, because they just say there's a lot of benefits for doing like a 3-day fast. And so I was like, okay, this is perfect. I got back on the 26th, I think, and or 27th. Yeah, I can't remember. I think I got back on the 26th, and then I was like, okay, so that'll give me like a few days. I can do like a 3-day fast, 3 or 4-day fast, and just kind of get reset and then jump back into things January 1st. But then like 2 days after I got back from the trip, I got this really bad cold. I don't know if I caught it on the trip. A lot of people were saying they got sick from the cruise. I don't know if it's COVID. I think it may just be like the temperature change. I don't know. Like I used to get a cold like this every year when I was younger, so it hasn't been too bad. It's just like a lot of congestion and yeah, just not really feeling the best. And I kind of looked it up. I was like, well, could a fast be good for when you're sick? But then basically it was like, if it's a virus, then you'll want to eat, because if you fast, it kind of triggers like an immune response just from fasting. And well, not triggers an immune response, but like stresses out your body from the fast a little bit. So if it's a virus, you want your body to be as healthy as possible to fight it. But instead of if it's bacterial, then you might want to starve it, because you'd be starving like the bacteria too. I don't know, but I decided not to fast. I thought, I want my body to be as healthy as it can be to fight off whatever this is. So yeah, so I'm not gonna fast, I don't think. I had a purple carrot order come in on the 27th, and so I was planning to just kind of start up the new year eating my purple carrot. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have that tonight. And I've just been kind of eating whatever. I had a couple of like cans of soup, when I was sick, and then some apples, and just whatever I had around the house the last couple days. So yeah, I'm hoping, I think I'm on the end of it. Like I don't sound that good, but I feel better. Like my colds usually like kind of start off in my head. I had like a headache a couple days ago, and then I was like, I'm still a little bit congested, but that's like getting better. And so it typically like kind of moves down into my throat. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I don't have a sore throat or anything. It's just, I don't know. But so that's why like I really want to jump into like working out this week, but I want to wait till I get better. So it's unfortunate like this year isn't starting out like exactly how I had hoped to kind of like jump in it and get ready and go, but I'm still gonna try to make the best of it. The main thing I do want to focus on, and like I've been saying this a million times and I'm just having trouble getting on it, but I want to set out like get back to my habit tracking and get back to my routine and like really, really try to stick to it. I definitely need to change. Sorry, I'm distracted. A comment just popped up. What was I talking about? Habit tracker. Yeah, I need to stay off of social media, because that was one thing I've been getting more into. Like when I wake up, I'll just scroll for longer than I should. So I just really need to get to work. I did get a bunch of stuff planned for my PhD, and I'm gonna have like interviews. I'm gonna start interviewing people next week, and I need to set up some more interviews. I'm gonna try to get them done in January, February, so that I'll have my data and then I can just move on with analyzing my data and try to get it done by June. So I really, really, really need to focus on staying on track, staying productive, staying busy. I keep telling myself, like, I think I can do it, because like I've got a finish line that's pretty close. Like June seems far away, but it's pretty close for everything I need to do. And I think because I have that kind of time crunch, I'm hoping that will, because I'm the type of person that I have to have something to like, some sort of outside motivation. I hate that, but otherwise I will just procrastinate. And so I'm hoping that, I want to finish my PhD in June, August, September at the latest, but June is my target. I really want to be done with that, and that's why, I don't want to feel like, oh, I've got to be productive, I've got to be this, like, that's not like a way to live, to constantly be like feeling bad because you're not productive. But I really do need to be, like, I think I can push myself to just be productive every day for these next 6 months, because in my mind I'm like, okay, 6 months, and then I can relax for a little bit, I hope. But anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, I guess I'll just take my measurements again and see what happened. But one thing that was like a plus, we were staying on the 8th floor of the cruise ship, and we did a lot of stairs. Like, I know I was getting in a good leg workout, like just taking the stairs as much as we did. Like, we hardly ever took the elevator, and just going up and down the stairs to go to different events and go to different shows and get on and off the ship and everything. Like, I definitely got a good like leg, hamstring, butt workout from doing that. I did go to the gym a couple times. I didn't go every day like I had planned, but I did do that a couple times. We walked around a lot on the ship and on the ports and everything, so I definitely was getting my steps in, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like, I wasn't weighing myself every day, so I just know that I've put on like 5 to 10 pounds during the trip. But yeah, we'll see what my measurements look like, and this will be like my new starting point. Like I said, I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm really gonna hit it in June, like once my PhD is done, but I'm gonna try to, like I always keep saying, I just want to get my morning routine where I am doing some working out, because I'm gonna be 40 this year. So this is like a pretty big year for me. Like, my goal is to get my PhD done before I turn 40, and to just really like focus on getting in shape, because 40 is really the cutoff year for me to really get a good fitness routine, because like that's kind of the year that my mom started seeing her health start to decline. Like, she stayed pretty like small her whole life, but she was one of those like skinny fats, I guess. Like, she was skinny, but she was never like super healthy. She didn't eat healthy. She smoked, and all that, but she stayed like really thin. And then it was like when she got into her early 40s, it was just like all of a sudden, I don't know if she had like hormonal changes or whatever, but just all of a sudden, like, her metabolism slowed down, and she just started putting on weight like really easily, really quickly. And she hadn't built any habits around like working out or eating healthy. So that's really what this whole thing has been about, is like, I've seen other members of my family, my mom and my grandma, that they're fine whenever they're younger, but then they don't develop habits. So when they get in their 40s, 50s, 60s, their health really starts to decline. And I just want to try to get some habits going to where that doesn't happen to me. So this is really a big year for me, so I do need to like stay on it. My goal is still to compete, hopefully later this year. I'm pushing for like, I think there's some competitions that happen in like September, October, November. So I'd really like to be in like a decent shape by June, so that I can really like start training. So I want to be in like good enough shape, like not to compete in June, but to be in a place to where I can really start focusing on the training and spend like a few months like really, really committed to training in June. So that's the plan. But anyway, I will do my measurements. Don't really have anything on the apps. I haven't been tracking anything, so there's not really much to show on there. I may go through and look at my steps. I'm just curious because I wasn't really paying attention to my steps on the trip. So we'll see how that's been going. But anyway, I will post something else here in a second. Okay, yeah, so there's a couple of things on the Fitbit. I was looking at my steps for last month, and we officially left on the cruise on the 21st. So we were driving on the 20th. I still got quite a few steps that day because after we got to New Orleans, we like walked down to this restaurant and ate. So I still got quite a few steps in that day. But yeah, so most of the days of the cruise, I definitely got pretty good steps in. And then the 26th was the day we came home. So I didn't get them in. And then I've been sick the last few days, so I haven't been getting very many steps at all. The sleep one was interesting because that's been the worst thing. Like, this is the first time I've gotten sick since I've been on a pretty good, like, sleep schedule where I've been getting good sleep every night. And that's what's been bothering me the most about being sick is at night. I just haven't been able to sleep. And this actually, I think it looks like I've gotten more sleep than I did because I just felt like, and it does say like 60, like my sleep score has been like 67, 65. Last night was a better sleep than I've been getting, but yeah, so you can see like my sleep's been affected a little bit, even though I've gotten a lot of hours in. It's not been the best sleep because I just keep waking up. My nose has been like really dry and it hurts to breathe in, and I've been breathing through my mouth, and it's just like been really annoying. I'm just ready to get back to having good sleep again, mostly. But yeah, I think that's... Oh yeah, so today I was 159.2, so back up there close to 160. I don't have any, real measurements, but you could just see, boop, it just shot right up. But I think that's, like, the last time I was on the cruise, I gained, like, 5 pounds, so it's tracks about right, so we'll see what happens over this month and this year. All right, so here's about the same as always in my workout clothes. I do this so I can get some photos like later on if I want to do like some before and after, so I can kind of screenshot them out of the video. But let's see what the measurements are like. All right. Can definitely see I got my I think my waist is definitely going to be bigger. So I really need to get an app, I think, to like log my measurements. I've just been writing these on a piece of paper. It would probably be cool to have an app to log everything. So if you have any recommendations on that. 32 and a half. So that went up by an inch. Plus 31.5. I think my chest is bigger. It feels bigger. $37 and a half. Yeah, that went up by an inch. My waist was 33 before. I think it's gonna be bigger. Yeah, 34 and a half. Knew it. My hips were 41. And a half. We'll see about my thighs. My roommate took a photo of me and like my thighs just look so big. So I definitely have big thighs, but I came across this like YouTube short of this girl that she had a body like more similar to mine. Yeah, my thigh went up to 23. I knew it. Like going up those stairs so much, like I could feel it. It was 22 and a half or 22, so it went up an inch. But yeah, there was this girl and she was working out, but she had like such a big lower body, kind of like mine, but she still looked really fit. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going for, because I think that's like realistic. I don't really want to have like a small lower body. I just want to be healthy, and I don't know how that'll play into like competing. I think with the wellness, I would probably need to do the wellness category, because I think that I'll have to do more research on it, but I think that favors like girls that have kind of like the bigger lower body and the bigger quad. So yeah, I think unless I just like don't really work out my legs that much, my legs are just gonna be massive. That's just naturally like how it happens. So, but yeah, I was kind of motivated seeing that girl, because I was like, okay, like her body shape is about like mine, and she looks super fit and she looked great. So I was like, okay, that's kind of my goal. So if I can find the clip, I might try to put a link, but you know, sometimes it's hard to find. But anyway, that's it. Not how I wanted to start out the year, but I'm not like demotivated. My focus is going to be number one on school to get this finished, because I'm just so ready. I've been working on this PhD since 2018, and I'm just like so ready for it to be over. And so yeah, that's going to be my number one focus, but I want to keep my morning workout routine in, and I think it will help me. Like the best that I've ever been with school and work has been when I've had like a steady morning workout routine. So I do want to keep that and just keep going. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I get to feeling better this week and I can get my workouts in and my steps in and just get back on it.